Hi loves, if you have just graduated from nursing school and you're wondering what to do, this is information that is specifically meant for you. The first thing you need to do is to make sure that you have a curriculum vitae. That's your CV. And I will tell you how to go about making a curriculum vitae. The first things first is write a biodata. It's supposed to be like this. I know you can't see so well. Something like that. Even when you go to people that have done this, they can tell you, this is how you go about it, especially the cyber cafes. Even if you look up online, you can see how a CV is made. So the first part is usually biodata, and I will tell you that it is the most important thing in the biodata is your phone number. Are we together? Like, make sure that the phone number that you put here is the phone number that can change, yeah? Like, this is your phone number all through. Because when you drop these applications, this is the phone number they're going to use, or the email address. In case they need to contact you or they have shortlisted you for an interview, this is what they're going to use to reach to you. So your phone number and your email address are supposed to be really accurate, and they're not supposed to be things that you're going to change. All right. The other thing after the biodata, of course, the biodata is a lot of things to be name, date of birth, gender, maybe your passport or your ID number, your postal address, your phone number, your marital status, languages, religion, where you come from, things like that. And then you go to education background. Here, start with the highest learning institution, all right? And then to the lowest. Like, if you start with your nursing school here, and then maybe to your primary school. If you're watching this and you're from another country, I don't know how you call primary school. So level, no idea. And then you can write your hobbies and interests. You don't have to be so complicated. I know you've had write a hobby that shows that you love what you do. For example, now it will be so obvious, so natural if you chose to write that you love maybe to volunteering in community activities. You don't have to be so perfect. You understand? Like, if you love watching movies, say you do it, you love doing it, you love learning new things, or maybe you're a vlogger, you're a human being. It's natural to have hobbies that don't align with the line of your work. The next thing on your CV is supposed to be your objectives and goals. Those you can, you know what you want to be. Maybe you want to be a professional nurse, maybe you want to be a role model nurse, you want, whatever it is, the goals that you have in this nursing field is what you put there. Now, working experience, if you're a new grad, I understand that you've not worked anywhere else. So your working experience mostly is going to be in the clinical rotations that you've had when you're training. And in this case, probably you rotated in, what department did you rotate in when you were in school? You have to tell them that, or the experiences that you had. Maybe you went to for rural experiences, psychiatry experiences, those medical, surgical experiences, and maternity experiences. You can write here, especially if you remember the years. Those are quite good for you to write there. But of course, if you've worked in another place, you can. You start with your current place, okay? And then you go to the others that you used to work in. So that is all about the CV. Oh, you have to remember to write your referees, at least 3 referees. Those are important. And a referee is supposed to be someone that knows you so well. Do not write somebody there that is going to get a call and ask, do you know Pam, Pamela Muthoni or something, and then they do not know you. Who was that? That is a person I used to teach a long time ago. That is not really fine. So you need to write someone that actually knows you. so well that even if they got caught when they were not in their right senses, they know you. Okay, and you have to make sure that that person, at least you're in good terms with this person. They're not going to say bad things about you. So that is all. Let's go to the next thing. The next thing, after you've done your CV, you need to scan all your documents. That is from your CV to your license to all the high school documents, primary school documents. All of those, you need to scan them and put them in your email drive. You understand? Like, make sure that you have soft copies available. Nowadays, we are going more technology. Most of things are done online more than anything. So it's good to have those copies there, because some institutions are going to tell you to email them your copies, including a cover letter. So it is good to have your documents there, so now you can write a cover letter later on when they need you now to maybe write that, So make sure you have them there, and you need to create a LinkedIn profile. This is really important because it's mostly used for professional networking and career development. It also allows job seekers to post their CVs and employees to post jobs. I will link something there so that you see what I'm talking about. It's good to have this profile because most job opportunities are there, and sometimes you might land a job that you least expected, especially in a foreign country, and you might even get sponsorship of those jobs, to go to a foreign country because of that. So ensure that you create a LinkedIn profile. Very important, darling. Now you have your documents in order, you've created a LinkedIn profile. Now it's time to look for work. Look online, all right? Some hospitals advertise online. You can go to individual hospitals and see if they have any vacancies. And then if they want you to send soft copies, you do that. If they want hard copies, you be prepared to travel to whatever the place to drop your hard copy applications. I would advise you to do it even if the hospital is not advertised yet, because especially if you're a new grad, you do not know a lot of things. So, but some hospitals, some hospitals that you've always loved to work in. So just drop your hard copies to those individual hospitals and do it yourself. No, don't send the G4S. If you're a Kenyan nurse, do not do that. Don't send poster. It is good for you to drop those applications to the HR yourself. Are we together? It's really important. Please mark that. Mark that. That is very important for you to do. And if you can join nursing groups in WhatsApp, there are nursing groups, there's nurses for each other. At least I know that there's I think I am in 2 groups. There's nurses for each other, and there's another group I'm forgetting about jobs. There are those groups there. You can join those groups. Even if you're still a student, I think when you're about to graduate, you can tell the nurses in your department to help you join those groups, because that is where you get a lot of advertisements of jobs, of nursing jobs. I can't insist on this point enough. Please make sure that you're reachable on the phone number that you have provided. If you're having phone problems, you can write 2 numbers or 3 numbers. Okay, but at least make sure the first number that you write there is a number that if you are called at any time, you can access that phone. You can be able to talk with the person that is calling you. Most people lose opportunities like that. So the number that you put on your CV as a new grad, make sure that it is the one that you're using for a long time, for a very long time. You can change that number if you get a more permanent job. But at this time, it is important to have one number that you can easily be reached with or reached on. And your email address. I'll insist on that, because most people miss on opportunities like that. All right. The other thing, if you're not getting work, you can choose to volunteer in hospitals. There are hospitals that offer those programs, And sometimes you volunteer and they absorb you. Now, it is not a guarantee that if you volunteer, they're automatically going to absorb you. But on the other hand, you will have gained a lot of skills. Most of the hospitals that do offer those programs, they are big facilities. So you learn a lot. You learn a lot in your volunteering part. So you keep up with your practical skills, and once you get a better job, you're this competent person now. So whether they absorb you or they do not absorb you, you will have gained something. Please, darling, do not expect to land a county government job immediately after graduating. I'm telling you this because I do not want you to get devastated, okay? You might be lucky enough to land one, but it is a hassle in Kenya, a little bit of a hassle in Kenya to land one. So do not wait for county government jobs or for county governments to advertise for jobs. Be willing. Start from even the clinics around you. If you're not getting jobs, start even from the clinics around you. You get a lot of experience from those things. A lot of experience. So be willing to work anywhere before you can get a more favorable job according to your own standards. If they call you for an interview, remember to go and check on my video on how to ace your nursing interview. And this is rarely said, and I can't put enough emphasis on this. Please pray about it. Pray about, tell God, of course, to give you jobs, but you have to play your part before you come to this now. This is after you've dropped the applications, hard copies, or you've submitted online applications. Pray about it. All right? Pray about it and be hopeful that you're going to land that job. And also remember to be vigilant about working outside, especially there are job openings in countries like Qatar. For the US, you'll need some experience before you go there in the US or the UK. At least you'll have to have worked about 1 year in your country before you join those countries. Guys, I hope you've learned something. It has been a pleasure having you watch to this moment. I hope to see you in my next video. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please remember to subscribe, and see you then. Bye bye.